folks, and welcome back to the Grampy Gamer channel. That's it, you guessed it. This is that channel where you get to see this old git talk about modern games. So for today's in-car comments, well, this is a subject I wasn't sure I was going to talk about. This sort of came into view, this subject, last week, I would say, about a week ago. And this is the idea that Resident Evil 5 will never be remade because it's racist. Oh, right, okay. I mean, there's been lots of talk about Resi 5, whether it's going to be remade and get a VR mode, because obviously I would love to play through Resi 5 in VR. And this game, I played it originally on the Xbox 360, and I played the whole game through with one of my friends. We'd wait for each other. We'd organise a time in the evenings when we'd get on together, and we just blasted it. And I have to say, it's one of the most fun gaming experiences that I've ever had, going through that entire game co-op with my friend. It was fantastic. But at no point ever did I think that game was racist. It didn't even occur to me. It wasn't even a thought in my head. The reason why they're calling it racist is because the zombies are all black people. And you're a white person killing lots of black people. That's how these idiots see it. This is IGN put this piece out on the internet saying about Resident Evil 5 being racist. But the thing is, it's based in Africa, and you go through a lot of villages in Africa. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of black people. So, to me, if the game was based in Africa, and you go through these African villages, and there's all white people, I'd say that's racist. Because if you go to Africa, guess what? The vast majority of people in Africa are black people. And at the end of the day, you're not even shooting black people, you're shooting zombies. Black zombies at the end of that. All you're thinking. I never thought for a second about the racial aspect of it whatsoever. And I'm sure many of us didn't. And this is what I call massive virtue signaling. IGN making up this piece saying that, oh, it's never going to be made because it's too racist. But they say it's okay if you change the main protagonist. Don't forget, we've got Sheva on one side. She was the second character, and she's sort of, I think she's mixed race or something like that. But because the main character, I think it's Chris, isn't it, who's white, if he'd have been black, they say, that would be absolutely fine. Black people killing black people is absolutely fine in their book. But white people killing black people, oh, no, definitely can't have that. So what about the likes of Resident Evil 4, where you're killing lots of Spanish people? Why is nothing said about that? But you're still killing another race, but oh no, that's fine. That's fine, is it because they're white? So it's perfectly okay for white people to kill white people and black people to kill black people, but you definitely can't have white people killing black people and black people killing white people. Oh no, you can't have that because that's racist, apparently. To me, the post that they put up, IGN, that's racist. Because like I say, I don't know anybody, and me and my friend, no, I don't know any gamer that thinks this game is racist. You're not killing, in the game, you're not killing black people because they're black, are you? You're killing these people in this game because they're zombies and they turn into horrific creatures. That's what you're killing. Now, if the game was just white people killing black people because they were black, of course that's racist. But I don't know, I just see people reading way too much into things and making it about a certain thing. Like they're making it about race. And this is the problem. This is the problem. You've got a lot of people in today's society and society as a whole that won't let racism die. They want to keep it alive. Keep that racism alive. Keep us fighting amongst each other. Now, I don't want to go too far down that road about racism and all that sort of thing. But for me, it's a game. So I just play it light-hearted as it is. It's just a game. You know, it's a bit like with The Last of Us 1 and 2. I had no idea. I played The Last of Us when it first came out on the PS3. Absolutely loved it. And it wasn't until the TV series came out that I found out Frank was actually gay. Well, absolutely no problem with that at all. But I just went completely over the top of my head. When he was talking about his partner, I thought, obviously being American, I'm thinking he's thinking, howdy partner. That sort of thing. I didn't think for a second he was gay. And the same with in number 2. I mean, obviously we knew Ellie's a lesbian, absolutely fine. And then Lev, that one went completely over my head. Absolutely. It wasn't until someone pointed out to me, that, oh yeah, Lev's trans. I had no idea, absolutely no idea. And it doesn't matter whilst I see so many people jumping on that game because, oh, it's too woke, there's too much of that in it. Trust me, I didn't even really notice. It wasn't until, like I say, someone pointed it out that Lev was trans, that when I went through the game again, I remember hearing one of the conversations between the baddies and Lev and them saying that her name, I think, was Rebecca. But while I was playing the game the first time round, that just flew over my head. Why? Because I was too busy having fun for one and too busy trying to survive and shoot other people in the face. And that was... So those sort of things just go over my head. And it's the same with this utter nonsense about Resi 5. You can't remake it because it's racist. It's just so sad to see this sort of nonsense. I mean, tell me, guys, did you ever, those of you that have played Resi 5, did you ever stop and think for a second, oh, this is racist, this game, I'm not comfortable with this? Did you? I mean, I've even seen Nigerian people in the IGN thread telling IGN, you people need to stop defending us, we're fine, we're doing okay, thanks. You don't need to defend us. So you've even got people, African people, saying this is ridiculous, thankfully. I don't know, folks. I don't know where this nonsense is going. I mean, me personally, I'd love them to make Resi 5 remake, and I'd love to see a VR mode, of course. I think playing any Resi game, the only way to play it now is VR. 100 million %. They're fantastic. As you know, they're fantastic games in VR. But is this going to throw a span in the works? Is just this simple, stupid post of IGN's going to upset that apple cart? Is it going to make Sony think, oh, actually, this could open a can of worms? Shall we not bother remaking this one? Don't know. But I think it was either Resi 5 they were going to remake, or what else? The original one? I don't know. Would they do that? Possibly. You know, they've done 2, 3, 4. So I'm hoping they do 5. But let me know what you think down in the comments, folks, about this nonsense. People just virtue signaling again. I think it's ludicrous. But, right, just before I go, I'll keep you updated on the games I'm playing at the weekend. Yeah, I was still doing a lot of GT7, and I was also playing a lot of Hellsweeper VR, which, again, like I've said, fantastic game. If you haven't got this game, now is the time to get it, because it's a fantastic game. I absolutely love it. The amount of spells and weaponry you have in that game is literally, it's hard to keep up sometimes. But it's a really, really addictive gameplay loop, and it is a lot of fun. You just got to be careful with your balance. If you're playing stood up, it can make you wobble a little bit and you might fall over. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this weekend. Let me know, guys, what you've been playing, because I'd always like to find out what people have been up to at the weekends, what games they've been enjoying. And I haven't got back onto Overdark yet. I haven't. I've been having too much fun with the other 2 games. So, but I will get back onto Overdark because I want to get it completed, and so that I can give my final thoughts video on that game. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you have hope you have a fantastic day and play some great games. So until next time, I shall see you guys on the other side. Adios.